Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER. I'm Michael 7 Michael, and today we have Davion Bussy, and we have Corey Davis. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
So. There's a lot going on in the world. We're going to start out with the foolishness. We're going to talk about 2020, who's running, who might not be running, right? We're going to talk about also geek dating. How's that work? And we're going to talk about what if. A magical world of what ifs. From media, politics, social justice. And yes, you're watching GEEKCASTER, everything sci-fi, fantasy. All right, guys. So, man, let's start out with Kanye. What if he actually really run? I mean, he's not going to. But what if he did? And what if he actually won? Would he be Republican? Would he be Democrat? Would he be independent? Would the Secret Service have to wear only Yeezys? You know what I mean? Think about it. Go ahead, Corey. I know you're busting at the seams. Go ahead, man.
I mean, I don't know. At first, I thought it was serious, but then you find out he hasn't been on this bipolar meds. Who knows what's going on?
Gotcha.
If he did have to run, I would say independent. I mean, if this were true and he ran and he got elected, every State of the Union would be like a Kanye West concert. I'm here for it.
That would be it. That would be it. Davion, you look stunned.
Yeah.
You look stunned. Are you okay? I mean, he's too late.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen because, I mean, he only has a couple states, so he has like 103 delegates that he just can't get at this point, allegedly. So you're safe. But what if? That's it. What if he won? Would you be okay? There you go. There you go. Well, you know what? In this what if thing, would he be Make America Kanye again? Or would he be Yee, we can? Which slogan do you think he would choose? Yay, we can? Is it Yee, we can, or yay? Yay, we can? Or Make America Kanye? What do you think?
College dropout.
No, those were the two choices, Davion. Because those are the only two pictures I have. So we have to pick one of the two. Work with production. Work with me. What do you think, Corey? Davion's
And Yee, we trust.
we trust. You're just as bad. You had two choices, guys.
I'm gonna go with
Yee we can or Make Kanye great again. What happened?
And Yee we trust.
That was not an option, but okay. We'll go with it. You guys are the worst. See? There's a picture.
He should hire his PR staff.
You see? You only had two choices, but that's okay. All right. Well,
I gave up with that, man.
Well, you and half the world, sir. You and half the world.
I mean, if we think about it, really, everyone's calling the White House now a reality show. But if he won and Kardashian would be the first lady, we would really have a reality house show for, the White House reality show.
This is true.
With Ye and Kim.
And then that would mean Mama Jenner would run the free world, right? Because we all know that once he got married, his brain was gone. And the reason, listen, if you go to GEEKCASTER, the YouTube, and you search in the videos, there's a video when Kanye went on Miss Jenner's, I say Miss Jenner, Miss Jenner's talk show. Remember how she had a talk show for a little while?
Yeah.
And Kanye was on that show. that particular episode, if you listen how Kanye was talking, he never talked like that before. Like his voice, the tone, it was like a clone, like it wasn't really him. So just check that out, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You're like, all right, this is kind of scary. But we'll see. Let's just pray that he takes his meds and life is getting better for him. That's all. Let's just wish him the best. Let's just do that.
I'm going to shoot some shots. I think they couldn't control Black China, but they control Kanye, and this is the result. So, they get a presidency out of it.
Moving right along. The quest. The quest for Player 2. The quest for Player 2. And what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means love. Can geeks and nerds and spazzes and jocks, whoever, but more importantly, can people find love in COVID? Can that happen? Because it's all virtual now. Virtual, or you're wearing a mask and you're social distancing. Can it happen? We're all looking at you.
As a single guy,
Mm-hmm.
I am not using social media. I haven't been using social media to find dates.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel comfortable meeting a person in person. That's just my opinion.
Interesting. Well, just in general, let's go in the past so it doesn't do too much with now, but growing up liking the things that we like, did you guys ever find it difficult to find a significant other that's interested in the same things?
Yes, but I think it's because growing up how we grew up, we had a lot more human interaction, so it's a lot easier to see who's interacting in the same space as you are, whereas everything is digital, where you have to basically print out this whole digital printout of yourself, hope someone reads it, hope someone can identify with that, and swipe right or swipe left, and I don't know. It's possible if you grew up with this kind of technology to find love in COVID, because that's all people know nowadays. So I think it's possible for the people who can find it.
I didn't really think about it. I like.
Me either.
It was like
You enlightened me.
I was too busy focused on, do you like me? I didn't care if you liked what I liked. So, I don't know. I didn't really, I didn't really think in those terms of stuff. But it was great when, like, oh, you like Star Wars 2? Cool, let's go see a movie. It was kind of limited there. I didn't really care if they liked lightsabers or action figures or, it didn't go past the movies, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't supposed to be about that until, certain people like to get deep into the person that they're trying to find. And to be honest with you, when you geek, sometimes people ask a lot of questions, and sometimes it spills out.
I didn't find a lot of. There were always females into gaming, and I'm insulted for those women that were into it growing up, and like a new generation's pretending, oh well, girls are into gaming now. Like, no, they were always into gaming. They always played video games. They always were at the arcade and different, or whatever like that. So it's nothing new. You're not special. Go away. But I found that those growing up that were into it either because their big brothers were into it, but there wasn't this, I'm going to get into gaming because I like this guy, so I'm going to get into it for that. It seems like it's so much now part of pop culture that people are jumping into different aspects of geekdom, or should I say fandom, just to impress people. Have you observed that as well?
I did observe that, and I think it's just a sign of the times. Whereas a lot of people growing up when I did, if you had access to games and access to the internet, you could find people like that. And if you didn't, then you missed out. But now everyone's connected in all different types of ways. So Discord, Monkey app, Snapchat, social media, you can find like-minded people, and it's so much easier today than it was 20 years ago.
Gotcha. I can dig it. I can see that. By the way, here's a cute couple. This is one of my favorite pictures, and it was just so nice to see them. Let me show you so you guys could see it as well, even though we're wait, there's a camera there. I don't know, Davion, you've seen this picture before, right?
That's dope.
I mean, it's so nice just to see people so happy and together and going to cons, which is pretty cool. You know, just good. It's good vibes. And I could see, I would say, the positive side of this whole pop culture thing. It's now a thing for people to go, families to go. It's not just I collect comic books and I'm going to an event. It's like almost a rite of passage. Did you go to the con? Did you go to at least one con ever? You know, even if you're not into this stuff. So, pretty cool. All right, so let's go back into the what if. What if? Let's take on Kanye. What if he decided to act? I mean, I think that he's been acting for a long time. I just feel there's a future for him. I just think he's going to do something great. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something great for this man.
Stick with music. Just stick with music. That's all you're great at.
You can't stick with music. If he becomes the president and then drop a presidential album, that would be the pinnacle of albums.
I can't. I can't. Kanye, no.
Can you imagine?
Just
No.
the world's first presidential album.
And he wouldn't have to clear any samples because he's like, you know, who's
Hey,
going to
I'm
sue
the
the president?
I'm kind of glad that he's not able to run. Because then he said his vice president is Joe Osteen.
He really said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Osteen.
Remember when
That's when you know he's losing his mind.
Dave Chappelle had the Dave Chappelle show?
Yeah.
Remember he did this whole thing on Rick James? And he said, crack's a hell of a drug. Well,
Yeah.
maybe there's something that beats that, and maybe that young man has that, because that's just crazy. But I see where he's going with it. He's trying to get that whole Bible Belt thing going. All right. Maybe you should move from them, because you're bringing us to a dark place. Dark place.
Yes.
So,
Please quit.
what if my man, your favorite man in the world that plays Deadpool, actually does Green Lantern again? And we're talking about Mr. Reynolds. Would you embrace him being Green Lantern again? Boy, both of you seem like you're itching. Like Corey's like trying really hard not to say something. Davion is doing his silent but deadly, patented, bussy pause. So you're not down for him for playing that again. Okay, I'll take that as a no.
I don't think he will, but if there, by some miracle, there's a director's cut and he stars in it again, I'd watch it. I don't know if I'd enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it'll happen.
he does such a great Deadpool that it is hard to
All
imagine him
CGI
doing
machine.
anything else.
He's got no CGI.
Hmm? Come on, Dave, you gotta talk faster. We only got a half an hour show. Come on, son. Spit it out.
Like, no CGI the shooting.
See, what'd you say?
Well, he said the CGI was terrible, but we have better technology now, and
Yeah.
unless
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
they do something better.
Let's, when
He
people,
wasn't a good fit. He wasn't a good fit as as Green Lantern. Wasn't a good fit.
it wasn't a good film,
His personality didn't match what
right?
Hal
But,
Jordan was supposed to
but
be.
it doesn't have
That's
to. I
what it
mean, if it's arguably that he just wasn't a good fit, then he's just not a good actor. You're supposed to act. You're not supposed to be yourself. You know what I mean? That's the whole point.
I think he acted okay. It was just the visuals were crazy. Even for the time, they had better technology, and that movie was just 2 cents back. It was just
All right,
cringe
so
back.
correct me, guys. Why are people so hard on the visuals? There are so many films that the CGI, even the end of Super Friends, Justice League, that battle, that CGI creature was not worth it. Just wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? There's so many films that the CGI wasn't that good, but at least there was a film there. That wasn't a good film. It wasn't a good story. Do you even care? Do you even remember the story?
I just use Shazam as an example. You look at Wonder Woman, you're like, oh, it's great in certain parts, but then her super fight with Ares, you're like, okay, they could have done better here. And then Justice League, you're right, okay, we could have done better with the ending, but there was not one bad thing said about Shazam. And Shazam was, in my opinion, a complete film. It was great.
Interesting.
Visually speaking, acting, the score, the storyline, the plot, the writing, everything was perfect about Shazam. So they can get it right. And I'm just excited to see what they do next.
Interesting. All right.
Probably something me and Corey can agree with.
All right, I got a what if. What if the next Wonder Woman, after 1984, whenever they decide how they're going to release it, but what if the next Wonder Woman has, and if they do this, is because they've watched our show, because I've said this 50 million times, I'm going to throw it out again because I want it to happen. What if they put Wonder Woman's sister in it, which is black?
I think now's the time to do it. Everyone will be there for it.
It'd be huge. It'd be huge. I think she would have like the #1 film. She would do Black Panther numbers. Period.
They just recast Ruby Rose with the black chick, J.C. Lewis. I butchered her name. I cannot remember her name. I know her initials are J.L. I'm going to be safe and use her initials as J.L. But they replaced her with a black woman. So now it seems
for which show is this?
Batwoman. Batwoman.
Wait, Catwoman?
Like, do you think there's going to be backlash because of that?
They replaced Ruby Rose's character.
No, but for what? You said Catwoman, C-A-T?
No, B-A-T.
What? For the series?
Yeah, they recast a black girl. Wow. Ruby Rose left, and now there's a black chick, and her initials are J.L. I can't remember her name right now, but the next Batwoman will be a black woman.
Are they still gonna keep the same storyline and stuff with that? As far as
no, I think they're killing off her character. I think they're just moving forward with a new Batwoman, if I remember correctly.
Okay, because they pushed the relationship stuff so much that I think it took away from the show, which is too much. And they did the same thing with Flash, and the same thing with Arrow, where they so much wanted to make it like a romantic thing. And it's like, well, we want like the superhero. We want them to fight crime and win. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys felt the same way about that. Some people didn't mind it, but I thought it was too much. Did you watch
I
Batman?
mean, it's on. Me personally, no, I'm catching up right now.
Okay.
I'm not where everyone else is right now. I'm still catching up.
Gotcha. And what is it on?
CW.
Oh, she's amazingly pretty. Good choice. Good choice. Her name is Javicia Leslie.
Yeah, see, I said JL. I got her initials right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That's a really good look that she got that opportunity. I'm just gonna punch that up for people to see. Now, what else was she in? Let's see. Because I'm not familiar with this actress. Are you guys familiar with her?
I was trying to look up her filmography, but I didn't get a chance.
Okay, we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna support, because that's huge.
Yeah.
That is really. Let's see what we got going. So while I'm looking that up,
I apologize for butchering her name earlier. I just remembered her initials.
she's from Germany. She's American, but she's from Germany. And let's see the IMDb. She's done a lot of stuff. We'll see what happens. Well, support, because it's not that often that you get such a favorite character to play. I mean, any kind of DC thing, and let a sister do that, and not a stereotypical, like, okay, here's the black character, so now you're gonna get a chance to play that specific character. I think that's amazing. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. You think they'll ever let a brother be Superman?
Yeah, I think so. To be totally honest, I think that will happen.
Okay.
People are back in Michael B. Jordan for Superman.
People are what?
I'm glad we were right there.
You guys cut out. Say it again.
We said we think it's going to be Michael B. Jordan.
To play. Out of all the well, what superheroes do you think? I'm thinking about. Let's see. Out of all the characters that he's played and his personality, kind of consistent. So if they were gonna let him play, which superhero is closest to his acting style? I don't see Superman. I think he can pull it off though. If they
He has the physique for it.
Right. Well, yes, he has a physique for it. Depends. If they do a Man of Steel, he could pull that off. But I wouldn't. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't want him to do that because there's no acting there. You know, you're playing a two-dimensional character, which I think he could do more than that. I think right now in his career, he should do more than that. Because, like show people you can really act now. Kind of we played the lawyer. They right. It was like, okay, I made enough money. Everybody knows my name. Now let me do this for real. You know? And I think he can do that. See, you know what is crazy? But I would love to see him do like the Hulk or something. You know, the reason why I say that is because there's so much room to act and be David Banner. Think about it. There's no room for Superman. You pretty much You got to be the Boy Scout. You're, you know. Oh, I feel this. Oh, Lois Lane. I have a crush. I gotta save the day. You know, I mean, boom. I got you. You know, like, come on.
I mean, I get that, but I would rather see him be Superman because he could do something like Chris Evans did with Captain America. You could make him more than a two-dimensional character. But if we had to put someone in Hulk, I would really rather see Lakeith Stanfield as the Hulk more than Michael B. Jordan.
Or let Michael B. Jordan do Batman. You see what I'm saying?
There for that as well.
Because there's some legs.
Yeah,
There's some legs. Like, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is that people haven't really pushed it. Like, there's so many. Okay, I love the character of Batman. The problem is I don't think anybody's really written anything good for Batman. You know, I think you need to find some writers that actually love the character. Like, look at what they did with Daredevil. They did a lot. There was a lot there for that. As far as like with the series and to grow. Again, it's a series, so there's a lot more room for writers to develop.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Lisa Leslie. She could play Wonder Woman's sister. And that would be believable. Who else? I don't know. I would like to see some no names, really. To be honest with you.
I can't remember her name, but she played Moneypenny in James Bond. I want to say Skyfall. I can't remember her name, but she's British, and she's actually really good. I would choose her.
She's really good. All right, so we're running out of time. Let's quickly do social media and our extra expanding time. We're gonna do like play a whole casting episode and throw that out there.
No.
Let's do that. All right. So what's your social media, guys? Real quick.
You can find me, Corey Davis, on Twitter and Instagram at IamGT3.
Woohoo!
And you can find me on Instagram, Davion Bussy, or on Twitter, Jamal Williams.
Cool. And I'm Michael7Michael on Instagram, and of course you're watching GEEKCASTER. Thank you for everything sci-fi, fantasy, gaming, cosplay. That's right. Anything having to do with geek culture. Hey, you're a geek for this, you're a geek for that, you're a geek for something, right? So let's continue to support. Go to geekcaster.com. Check us out on cable. Check us out online, social media. If you want to get involved, inbox us. And at some point, hopefully, we'll be at the conventions again. All righty. And stay safe, everybody. Stay out of trouble.